Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today is Giving Tuesday. Hi, Melina. How is everybody this afternoon? 1:36. Tuesday. I know, they're too cute, right? Too cute for words. I'm doing this video. Hi, Stacy. Good afternoon, everybody. Can you see me okay? Am I clear? Hi, Ann. You what? You want it? Go get it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Thanks for the clear, Cassandra. Thank you so much, Christine, for your donation. It is Giving Tuesday. Today is a beautiful day to give. We have some things coming up. As I did a post this morning, guys, Chewy was taken to Access this morning. He needed his tube replaced. The tube had to be replaced, his feeding tube. So he had to have a light sedation. And Dr. Trow at Access is doing the procedure. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Will they grow? Will who grow? Will the puppy grow? Of course. Mommy's full size. Puppy is 10 going on 11 weeks. They both have an appointment tomorrow. Mommy Minnie and Puppy Berry have an appointment tomorrow. They are getting their first round of vaccines and microchips. So that's tomorrow. We'll be taking them at 11:30 is their appointment. Thank you for your prayers for Chewy. So appreciate it. We definitely could use your help. We're trying not to ask for help until we really, really need it, and we need it. So, like I said, Chewy went in this morning, and he had a procedure done. He was lightly sedated. Remember, he was the last call at the shelter, and they were going to euthanize him. And we stepped up for him. Everybody was tagging us on his post, and we had no idea what we were walking into. We spent a lot of money on him, taking him to specialists, hoping we could give him the procedure to repair his dental, his jaw. He has no bone in his jaw because of the neglect that he endured throughout his life. And he was found roaming the street. His jaw was completely rotted. Like I said, no jaw. His nose is displaced. It is not even attached. It's just basically there. So when he eats, the food does not go where it's supposed to. It basically aspirates and goes into his lungs, which is why he needs a feeding tube. Feeding tube is what's keeping him alive. He has been getting his feedings morning, noon, and night. He's also he had to have an echocardiogram to make sure he's okay to go under. He had an echocardiogram. He's on heart meds. So the heart meds are crushed up and put in a syringe, and those are also inserted in the tube twice a day. So it's, we love him, and he's worth every penny, and he is happy, and he's enjoying life, and that's what it's all about. So we did not plan this. When we saved him, we did not plan on having a feeding tube baby. Shelly and I walk around going, I don't understand why nobody would want him. He's so easy. If people would just give him a chance. He's the best boy. And so nobody has stepped up for Chewy. He does have a foster, and he goes from foster and he comes back to us because she's busy. So we're back and forth with him. He's been with us for a few days, and he's at Access currently. He was brought in today. He's being picked up shortly. So again, he had to be sedated. He had to have the feeding tube removed and replaced. He also had to have radiographs to make sure that the feeding tube is exactly where it needs to be. So I will say that we could really, really use your support with this procedure, covering the cost of the replacement of the tube, the sedation, the radiographs, and anything else that is going to be on this bill. So it would be so appreciated if everybody could give a little something. Like I said, we have no problem stepping up when all of you tag us in these posts and ask us to save a life. But in order for us to continue to do this, and remember, when we step up, like I said, we have no idea what we're walking into. And when we do, we make a commitment, we make a promise, then we keep our promise. And our promise is to give him what he needs ongoing. It's not just a one-time shot and I'm done. He's with us and nobody has stepped up for him. So we would so greatly appreciate it if everybody could donate even a $5 challenge. It adds up. So if everybody could help out just a little bit, we're very, very grateful for those of you that have contributed towards Chewy and his procedure today. And again, we have Mommy and Puppy going in tomorrow. They're going to be getting their microchips and their vaccines tomorrow. Possibly another deworming, we'll see. So any amount, the donate button is on here. Thank you, Stacy, for the $5 challenge. There is also a post I did prior to this one, and it was Chewy, a still photo of Chewy asking for your support. Listen, guys, all we can do is ask when these procedures come up and the dogs need us. Thank you, Pamela, so very much in advance for your kind, generous donation. Every little bit helps us continue this ongoing mission. I will tell you that I am receiving call after call after call of dogs in need. And that's why we need to get these babies into homes so we can help another. It is the worst it's ever been, the worst. So please consider, look at these two. The life that Mommy was living outside, used for breeding. How many litters she's had, no idea. The daddy, like I said, we rescued Daddy, got him into a home. 15 years of his life, lived a life of hell outside. All he had was a little dog house on dirt and gravel, used to produce puppies for profit. We saved 3 beautiful puppies. Wish there were more. Wish we could have saved more throughout, but we do what we can. What is it, Mama? What do you hear, Mama? There's nobody out there, Mommy. And baby Barry follows Mama everywhere. Everywhere Mommy is, Barry is. Everywhere Barry is. Oh, don't be scared. Who is it? Is it Keith? There's nothing out there, Mom. Not that I see. Oh, that's you in the mirror. There's nothing out there, Mommy. Nothing there. It's all gone. So guys, please, if you can, please make a small contribution to help us with Chewy's bill from today. Yes, he came out of the anesthesia. He's doing well. Shelly was they said he couldn't eat prior, and we know how important food is for him. So Dr. Trout said we could give him a little bit. So Shelly was up at like 5 o'clock this morning, syringing and making sure he got his heart meds prior to his appointment, which was 11:30 today. The commitment that goes into these dogs, day, night, all day, all night, is endless. Hi, Yanira. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday to you. Yes, aren't they adorable? They're growing. Well, he's growing. Mom is full size. He is growing. He's got such an amazing personality. He doesn't miss a trick. He's so observant. They love one another. Somebody said, please, I hope you don't separate them. I promise you, there is no option. They are not being separated. The only way they're leaving us is together. We have received quite a few applications for them and emails, going through them. We did have a wonderful couple that we spoke to, and they met them. Again, there's a lot of people, a lot of interest. We have previous adopters as well that also wanted. We just have to make sure it's the right situation. They need a fenced yard. Definitely need a little fenced yard for them to be safe and play. They need somebody that's home. Obviously, they can't be alone. Puppy's puppy. So they get a lot of attention here, a lot of love, a lot of playtime. We have not let Puppy out in the yard because he's not vaccinated. He's getting vaccinated tomorrow. So all of his playtime is in this big living room with, as you can see, 1 billion toys. And they're out in the living room for hours throughout the day and night. So they're getting plenty of one-on-one time. It's very important for them to be socialized. especially at such a young age. And Mommy has had none. Mommy has had no love. When I tell you, just used for breeding, living outside in Opelika, Miami, which is not a very nice place. I will tell you that. We've done a lot of rescues from there. It's just a different way of different mentality, different way of living. And they were using her for breeding and for profit. I know, Pamela. Pamela was so nervous to get a Christmas tree because of Tank, but Tank is being such a good boy. Tank is our 100 plus rescue, the Frenchie that had the cauliflower ears that was surrendered to our organization, and we spent thousands of dollars to get him his double ear ablation, and he is living the best life with Mommy, Pamela, and Daddy. And she got a tree, and he's doing so good. That picture was adorable. I need to share that picture with Tank under the Christmas tree. What'd you guys think of Miley's update? How amazing. Shelly and I were sitting here last night and we're like, oh my God, have you heard about Miley? Have you had any updates? I'm like, no, I know she's great last time, but I have not. And then what about Archie? So I reached out to both Miley's mom and Archie's mom and dad, and both are doing phenomenal. I did the Miley update. Look at, oh my God, she's pulling him. Oh, yeah. You mommy, that's not nice. Mommy. She's biting his ears. Look, she's pulling his ears. Oh my God, Mama!
She's in charge.
She's in charge. You telling him you're boss? I know, it's such a good update. Miley stole our hearts. Miley came in so terrified. Oh my God, a runner like no other. She was such a runner, and we all fell so in love with her, with so much time and love and patience. We were actually afraid to let go of her because we were so worried she's such a runner. Right, Shell? Oh, I remember that. Oh, God, that takes years off our lives of the constant worry. So we do our part. We spend all of our days and nights trying to let these babies know that they can trust again, and love and accept love. And it's a lot of work, but it's the best feeling in the world. I know, they're so adorable, Terry. This is Mama Minnie and Puppy Barry. Puppy Bryn has been adopted. There was another puppy, and there was 3 puppies. The third puppy we never met was already found a home through the girl that reached out for help. So we had 2 puppies, Bryn and Barry, and Bryn got adopted with a previous adopter of ours who's doing amazing with Tanya and her pack of ours, all 100 plus babies. Hi, Lizette. Happy Tuesday. We're just doing a little update on Chewy. He went in for a procedure to have his tube replaced, so we're asking for everybody's support. Any amount is wonderful. It's Happy Tuesday, Giving Tuesday today. So we thought we would jump on and do a little updated video for you. Tiffany's on her way to pick up Chewy. She should be back shortly. And he did have his tube replaced, his feeding tube, and radiographs. He had to have some light sedation for the procedure. So it's good. It was time to have that tube replaced, so we're happy about that. Puppy is under Mommy every step. He's biting her feet, biting her legs. Shelly said they've been collecting toys and like literally making a pile over here behind the table. She's like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Can you jump, Mama? You can do it. Up, 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 up. Do it. Do it. He's like a little bouncing bean. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. Oh, they're so much fun. I would never leave the house, ever. I would never leave the house with these 2. They're so much fun. And then when we put them back in their pen area with their fluffy beds, their toys, and their antlers and the pee pads, they are so good. We have a TV on for them. They're so good. They're the easiest babies.
Look at the other end, Mama.
Shih Tzu, purebred Shih Tzu. Hold on, guys. I got a bot. Okay, got rid of that one. I know the bots are out of control, man. They are everywhere. They're not real people. Do not engage. Do not respond. Do not mention their names. Thank you for asking. Brody's okay. Brody is okay. Last night, it was like 3, 4 in the morning. I don't even know what time, but he used to sleep on my head, and he hasn't in a long time. He sleeps by our feet or in the middle of Carol and I. And I woke up, he was on my head, and I was like, oh God, what's wrong? And I jumped up. He's looking tired to me. He's sleeping a lot, but then he gets his spurts of feeling good. He's still eating great. So it's hard. I'm with him all the time. I literally came over here, left him alone for just a couple of hours just to get out a little bit. I'm going to head home in just a few minutes after I finish this video. Carol's well. Thank you. Working hard. She's doing well. Thank you for asking. Everybody's just working, right? Just working to get along, working to pay the bills, just living life, doing what we have to do. Everybody has their thing. Thank you so much, Pamela. Thank you. I'll take all the prayers we can get. And all the prayers to you for anybody that's going through anything similar or anything in your life. Prayers up to you as well. Look at him. Look. Look. Yay! Oh, the ear. Oh, mama. Mama. Tell him. Tell him, mama. Everybody's getting ready for Christmas. That's so good. So good. It's so exciting. It's been beautiful. It was here in the 50s this morning. It's supposed to be like 65. And Keith said by 5 o'clock tonight, it'll be 65. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you. Hi, Carmen. So Facebook did this thing. I got this notification. Thank your 10 plus whatever supporters that engage the most on your Facebook page. Say thank you. So I did it yesterday for the first time. If any of you are wondering, I used a post. Look at him. I did a post with Sam and Sue's photo. And it automatically, I did not choose the names, Facebook did. They highlighted the names of people that are very active, I guess. I don't know what time period, but I said I figured I would try it out. So I did. It got quite a few comments, which is cool. So that's something new Facebook is doing, engaging with supporters that are sharing and communicating. That's why I always say, if you guys are on here, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to type and say hello. So once a week, I'm going to do that. So whoever that Facebook highlights, will just give a shout out and thank you to those of you that are so busy and sharing and engaging in our posts. It really helps. Sharing is caring, and sharing saves lives. It really does. It finds homes for these rescues. It brings in donations for the organizations that need the assistance so desperately in order to continue. So everybody does their part. And like I always say, if everybody does a little something. Oh, I'm hungry, Mommy. Give me a nipple. Give me nipples.
I like when he eats her leg.
I know.
I like when you eat the leg.
Yeah, not one sighting of Milo. Not one. Not one. Coco's doing great from the canal. I actually just got an update from Anna. She does have a little bloody diarrhea. She has an upset belly. She's had it on and off. It's common. We've had it, so many of our dogs. She's 16 years of age, but she's doing really good. So she's back on the chicken and the sensitive stomach food, but now she's just going to be on chicken and rice for a little bit and pumpkin until it clears up. So, I got a text from her this morning, just letting me know that there was with a photo. And I said, if it doesn't clear up by the end of today, bring her in. Oh my God, Pat, I can't do 24 degrees. I can't do 24 degrees. I can't. I'm praying to God, Pamela, that somebody has Milo that's kind and good. I don't, it's so bizarre. When a dog goes missing like that and there's nothing, and a dog is microchipped, then either a person took the dog and brought it in, or, God forbid, it's dead somewhere. I'm sorry to say. Huh? Yeah. We lost our dog Hakeem. That was 4 years? 4 years ago, we rescued a dog, Hakeem, had him microchipped, and he went to foster, and our foster, who is an experienced foster, had a party. They were drinking. They were laxed, and he got out and never found him. Shelly and I drove around every day, every night, 2 years straight. No exaggeration. Day, night. I can't. You remember? No, not one, nothing. Never an update. No sighting, no nothing. So, yeah, it's really, really. And then Blanche. Blanche that we adopted out to two wonderful girls that had her for, what, a year or so? Was it a year they had her? She was having the best life. They took her out to a park, a big park. Somebody was lighting off fireworks, 4th of July. They let her off the leash because it looked fenced in and there was a hole under the fence. She got out into the woods and we did live videos of us in the woods up to our knees in mud, slipping and sliding. There was, bodies of water all around and never found her. We searched and searched and searched. It was like 100 degrees and we never found her. I think she drowned because she loved to swim. I think Hakeem is with somebody. I pray he is. I pray he's in a good place. It's so horrible not knowing. It's so horrible. And that's the unknown is the worst. And there's no closure. So you're always wondering and praying. Listen, guys, all I can tell you is we do our best. Yeah, alligators too, Carmen. Yeah. I mean, that's why I tell people when they adopt, like one of the questions, I'm like, so what do you do when you travel? What did you do with your personal dogs when you traveled? If they tell me, oh, we board our dogs in kennels, they're not getting my dog. Sorry. You can hate me. I don't care. You're not getting. But if you have somebody that comes in that's responsible, and that's why I always say baby gates, everybody that owns a dog, I don't care how you think your dog loves you and is not going to run away. Milo and his sister, Mazzy, she adopted them 5 years ago from us with never an incident or an accident. 5 years. And they had workers at the house. And she was at work and left the dogs home with the workers all week. And they opened the door. And there's no baby gate. And Milo and her both got out. They found Mazzy, but they never found Milo. Baby gates is that extra security. So it reminds you, dog is in the house. You need to make sure, and they can't slip out behind you and slip out the door. So anybody that has a dog, or a child for that matter, should have a baby gate. You need a baby gate at your front door. So it's extra security and it reminds you. I have a gate at my door. My dogs are older. We have gates everywhere. This is a different kind of gate. We tried this. It just basically just latches on. There's a baby gate there. We have baby gates here. We have baby gates everywhere. These are like $30, $40 on Amazon. There's no reason you should not have extra precaution. They can't slip out, guys. Plain and simple. And I can't tell you how many dogs, when you have your landscapers come to the house and you just think, oh, the landscapers are gone. Let's let the dogs out. Well, guess what? The landscapers close your gate 9 out of 10 times. Well, that one time it didn't latch or the gate's not properly closed. When we are here and our landscaper comes, they have to text me. I have to let them know it's clear. I have locks on every gate. They're not locked. They're just in the holes so they can't open it. And I go out and I check before I let my dogs out after the landscapers leave. I make sure I wiggle and I make sure everything's latched properly and there's no way for my dogs to get out. Every single time the landscaper leaves, we check the gates. Every time. Every time.
Pool guys?
Pool guy, same thing. Pool guy, the same thing. Check every gate. Never, ever take for granted that they're doing what they're supposed to. So you need to be, I'm sorry, but you need to be OCD. You have to be. And baby gates, baby gates, baby gates. I say it all the time if you want to keep your baby safe. So it's a mandatory thing. When we do an adoption, there has to be a baby gate in place, always at the front door. We check every piece of the fence. I have gate jumpers too. Okay, so there you have it. There's a perfect example, Carmen. Guess what? If a dog is a jumper, dog should never be outside without a person at all times, not even for 1 second. If you have a pool without a screen around it, then the dog should never be outside. I don't care if you have to pee yourself before you go inside and leave your dogs outside alone for 5 seconds by a pool, because that's all it takes. Pee outside. I don't care what you have to do.
I'm sorry, a lot of people don't.
What's that?
They don't have the right gates.
What kind of gates? Front gates or?
Car gates, like even in the backyard.
Right.
There's people.
Yeah, you, of course. If you, it just like when you and I do home checks, when you go and do a home check and it's fenced, if you can take your foot, Shelly, you should see Shelly and I, right, Shell? Oh, forget when Carol's with us. If you can take your foot and put it underneath the fence line, and if the ground is soft, that's all it takes. 5 seconds, they can dig under. That's it. So you need to make sure that if it's even to the ground, we always take pavers. If there's a little spot where we can get our hand underneath, we make them do pavers and dig them into the ground and go along the fence line so they can't get out. Dogs should not be alone outside regardless. If you're inside, the dogs are inside. Period. It's up to you. I'm just giving you the tools. That's all I'm doing. From experience. Not because I'm a know-all.
You get it, Mama?
And Pamela says, I don't even open a door unless Tank is harnessed. That's great.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. As it should be, Pamela. That's why you have our dog. What? Come on now. What did we make you do with that whole porch? Make sure it was all screened in, right?
I love that.
Thanks, Joanne. I know, I loved it too. Pamela, we have so many amazing adopters, like so many. And listen, I'm only giving you the tools because I don't want you to make the mistake. I don't want you to have to live with it. I don't want you to have to live with that because I don't want to live with it. What is it? I'm trying to read it. I have 4 extra large breed dogs. That's too much responsibility to put on someone else. I just don't travel. Oh, I love you, Jen Turnbull. I haven't traveled either. I will not. Listen, I have not traveled in 10 years.
Did people ever hear a car? Like, I always traveled by car with my dogs.
Yeah, a lot of people travel.
Never.
Yeah, Shelly's like, I only go and take my dog with me in the car with a seatbelt clip.
That's perfect.
So unless
big dogs.
yeah, for big dogs. I have not taken a trip or
Yeah,
gone anywhere in 10
you have
years. I wouldn't leave my dog anywhere. I tell you how many dogs are missing right now because they left their dog with somebody while they went away. Yeah. I've gotten calls from people that wanted to adopt and they're like, I just lost my dog. My dog died. I was on vacation and the dog drowned in my dog sitter's pool. Imagine that. Yeah, you need to make sure whoever, and like, people say to me, oh, I have a great dog sitter. We drop the dog off and we, at their house. And I'm like, okay, so let me ask you a question, right? So I say to them, well, I am doing a home check at your house. Obviously, I'm not going to go to your dog sitter's house and do home checks at the dog sitter. That's on your responsibility. I said, have you checked when you dropped the dogs off at the house, at the dog sitter's house? Have you actually checked their fence line like I'm doing yours? Do they have a baby gate at their front door? Because if an accident can happen at your house, which is why I'm doing a home check, wouldn't you think that if you're going to be bringing your dog to a dog sitter while you're on vacation, that it needs to be as secure as your home, or you don't leave them there? Some people are like, oh yeah, no, I don't know if she has a baby gate. Oh, I don't know. Those are things you guys need to know. It's that important if you want to come home and have your dog waiting for you. Otherwise, some vets have doggy daycare and extended care that are very secure. That's fine as long as you check it out. I have worked with so many vets offices throughout the years that we've done, all of our vetting, and before we had our own facilities, we used to board our dogs there. And I'll tell you right now, unless you can go back, and unless there's a camera where you can watch your dog while you're away, I'll tell you this, don't leave your dog there. There's all these wonderful doggy daycares and boarding where there's cameras. You can watch your dog at all times. That's where I'd leave my dog. Because these vets offices that I will not name, that you drop your dog off with its bed and its food and its toys and you think it's going to have fun and playing group and all that. We were in the back of the vet's office. The dogs were in cages, or run on tile floor or a towel. They didn't want the beds in case they messed on it or whatever. For cleaning, it was easier. And There you go, Carmen. And they would let the dogs out literally 3 times a day at maybe 5 to 10 minutes a time. So you're talking 30 minutes out of 24 hours. And then the rest of the time they're in a kennel while you're gone for, I don't know, however long you leave your dog in a vet's office for boarding. Yeah, Dr. Butzer is actually in Boca. They have a really, really nice facility and a beautiful running area, playgroup area. It is very, very beautiful there. I've seen it. I've used them for many years in the past. And you're right, Carmen. Carmen said, and vets' offices have lost our dogs. So do you know how many dogs that are left at a vet's office and they literally let the dog outside unattended and then they go out and the dog is gone? Dogs are fence jumpers, dogs are diggers, guys, or they're walking the dog and they're not paying attention and the dog takes off. So just all I'm saying, I'm not trying to be crazy lunatic. I'm saying be on, be involved, check it out. And that's why I don't know how this, it started because I said when I do an adoption, I ask a lot of questions. So you think I'm going to let this go to a yard that's not secure, or they're not going to pay attention if there was a pool or whatever without a baby gate around the pool? It's not happening. I'd rather have a house without a pool. So they're not going to go anywhere unless it's absolutely perfect. Exactly, Leslie. Watch your dogs. They're your children. They only have you to keep them safe. Be responsible. Take the time to investigate, really investigate, in order to keep your babies safe. What?
I just saw that. That's cute.
What is it?
I just saw that.
Oh, that's for the, yeah. And then I brought the cork thing. So guys, this is a long video. Happy Tuesday. Yes, it's like having a child toddler. I said it. Dogs, I don't care how old they are, dogs are toddlers for life. They depend on you for everything to keep them safe. It is your job. You commit to taking them in, it is your job. Tanks under my feet 24/7. I love it. All right, guys, that's my update. Again, Chewy should be coming back here shortly. He had his tube replaced, his feeding tube, and he's going to be resting. I'm sure he'll be hungry when he gets back. So please, 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 please make a donation through this video. Like I said, there's the donate button, and I will also be adding the links if you choose to donate a different way. There'll be other options for you. Thank you for sharing and coming on and saying hi to us on this beautiful Tuesday. Amy and Shelley, 100 Plus, Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida, and also our update on Mommy Minnie and Puppy Barry. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys later. Bye for now.